NBC 739 News in the Morning. Coverage you can count on.
Makeup on a budget. No need to break the bank in order to put your best face forward. Coming up, a look at the quality of drugstore beauty products.
Welcome back, everybody. A live picture for you this morning. Looking a little bit hazy, foggy out there. If you plan on taking a trip out of here at Lindbergh Field, you might want to call ahead. There could be some delays. Right now, though, changing your look can be accomplished with makeup as easily as changing your outfit. And changing makeup can be costly as well, especially if you get that pricey stuff in the department stores. Well, this morning, makeup artist Doris Liu is here to show us how you can get a fabulous look on a makeup budget. Good morning to you, Doris. And I didn't get your name. What's your name?
Sydney.
Sydney. Sydney. Okay.
Sydney's our model for today.
Let's go through this.
Okay.
And how can we do that?
Okay, first of all, before we start working with makeup, usually I like to start with your basic, like what's really important is, for example, having white teeth, so I recommend the Crest White Strips, makes your teeth really white. That way you don't have to go to a dentist and spend like $500 to get your teeth whitened.
Okay.
And then also the hair. I recommend like the Pantene in the drugstore. They have different colors, like for the blondes, for the brunettes, and the redheads, and that would make your hair really, really shiny. As you can see how nice Sydney's hair look. And then, you can avoid going to a salon and paying like, over $30 for that. Yeah, or go to a salon and actually pay over $100. And then, of course, before you apply your makeup, I always recommend that your skin be in perfect condition. And of course, the best thing to do is to exfoliate, especially nowadays. When the weather is drier, your skin's dehydrated. When you wear makeup, it makes your skin look really dry.
Okay.
So I recommend like the Olay Regenerist thermal skin polisher is self-heating, and you can use it on a daily basis and exfoliates all the dead skin, and then your skin will look beautiful before you apply your makeup.
Okay, since we're talking about makeup, let's look at Sydney's face. And I picked the wrong side because one side of her face she has department store makeup, and on the other side she has drugstore makeup.
Correct.
Okay. Correct. Tell us which is which.
Okay, so you can't tell, right?
I can't tell.
You chose the wrong side.
Right.
So looking at her face, this side is the drugstore, and this side I use CoverGirl, and the other side is the department store. And as you can tell, looking at her face, you can't tell which is which.
So the side that I'm standing on right here is the department store.
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
Okay, so how did you achieve that?
So what I did was I went to a drugstore first, and I looked at colors, and I was really, really amazed. I went to CoverGirl, what great selection they have. They have a lot of colors to choose from, different types of foundations, and so I just started grabbing all the products, and then I went over to the department store to find colors that are equivalent, and so I went ahead and applied on Sydney to see if there's really a difference. And looking at her face, you would have never guessed.
Okay, so let's start with, point out a couple of things, like with her eyes.
With her eyes, I just use like the CoverGirl, the Quartet eyeshadows here.
Okay, comparable to that would be what?
Well, I went over to one of the other department store line, and I just, picked 4 colors that I thought were very similar.
Almost the same, Doris.
Exactly, they are almost the same.
And the price difference would be what?
Well, this was $43, and this was less than, $5, something like that.
Amazing. And how about lipstick?
Lipstick, I chose...
Because some lipsticks can be as high as $21, right?
No, this lipstick was probably about $3-something, $5 maybe, in that range.
From what, CoverGirl?
From CoverGirl as well. I went with the whole CoverGirl line just because usually I like to stick with the same line. Okay. And then from the department store, another color that looks very similar. And as you can see, they look very identical.
Right
on. And then look on their lips.
Okay.
So you can't even tell.
Well, Doris, we've run out of time. We can go on and on and on, but you've done a great job in showing us in just a few minutes of time. And to Sydney, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Doris Liu, thank you for
You're
coming
welcome.
in.
Thank you.
And if you would like more of Doris's tips on how to do a budget makeover, log on to our website at NBCSanDiego.com. We'll also link you to Doris's website as well. Sydney, thanks very much for coming in this morning.